Hey everyone, Parrish Ducky here again. I've got some little conversation I've been having online about the age of the earth and Noah's flood and evidence that's out there that's really struck up a lot of debate. And of course, it's been debated for many, many years, and it's always going to be debated. There's going to be people that won't believe the evidence that's placed before them, just like I'm not going to believe their so-called evidence for evolution. I do raise a question, though, after having a lengthy discussion with some guys online yesterday. It got me really thinking. So this morning I woke up and got way above my head. I got into some math this morning. It's really driving me wild. First, I'd like to get some input from some math. If there's any mathematicians out there that can collaborate my mindset. Am I thinking this properly or not? But I do have a question for you guys out there in the evolutionary world. The first thought I had is I wanted to get an idea of what the Earth weighed. And of course, I understand, but you can't really weigh the Earth. It goes by mass and the gravitational pull and so forth. But if we take the mass of the Earth, which is 6.4 million meters in circumference, which would be 6,999,125 yards in circumference round, which would get down to, you can evaluate it down to a kilogram, which would be 6 septillion. That's a 6 with 24 zeros behind it. It's a number that's beyond counting, almost. I mean, it's a number I don't think anybody can even calculate or try to calculate. It's way above my intellect for sure. Now, the age of the universe is 14.5 billion years old is what they claim out there. Now, let me just give you a rundown on where you get the septillion. You get hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, septillions, and septillions. We're talking about a crazy number, and that's just the size of the Earth. We ain't talking about Jupiter and none of them big planets. And we're talking about the Earth, okay? Now, by going by these calculations, I was trying to figure out what would be the rate that the Earth would have to actually come together and start to form itself in 14.5 billion years. How fast would that happen? I did some calculations and all, and at the rate of 14.5 billion years in relations to the 6 septillion kilograms size of the Earth and all, then the Earth would have to have evolved at 4.13793 E plus 14. That would be the rate in kilograms that this planet would have to have formed in 14.5 billion years. Now, that number, of course, like I said, is just way beyond my realm of thinking, and it's hard for me to put it into a scale that can be understandable. But one thing I wanted to do is I broke it down. I watched a video where he breaks down the time of the universe into a clock so we can simplify this and look at a clock. So I did the same scenario. I drew me out a little clock, and the clock 1 through 12, of course, in a 12-hour time period. And 12 represents 14.5 billion years. Now I backed up to the rate of what the Earth would have to evolve, which was 4.13793 E plus 14 times faster than actual time. It would have to evolve so fast, that much more every single year for the Earth to come in existence in 14.5 billion years old. So I wrote this clock down, and each number, which would be 5 seconds, would actually, or 5 minutes, would actually calculate 1.2 billion years in relations to the clock that I made. Now, if we broke that down to seconds, it'd be 2.4 billion years for 0.24 billion years for each second. So if the Earth is growing at a rate of 4.13793 E plus 14, that would be basically 4 seconds on this clock. 4 seconds. 4 seconds would be 0.24 times 4 would be 0.96 billion years. Now, this number still, I understand, don't get down to my 6-day creation that I believe in, and actually a 1-day creation, because I think God made it in one day. That's my personal beliefs. All right, but in relations to the aspects of the whole universe only lasting a 12-hour clock, everything was instant according to that 12-hour clock. 4 seconds of that 12-hour clock, the earth should have already been formed. But we're taught that it takes 10 on the clock, which would be 50 seconds. We're taught that in the 50 seconds in the life expectancy, relating to this clock again, that 50 seconds is what it took to form the clock, and we're living in the last time of age. But I'm proving to you, and I'm asking to you, and maybe I'm wrong on my calculations, but I'm open for suggestions and conversation and all. But according to this would mean we're a young universe, and the Earth was a young universe because it was formed in less than 1 billion years. And if life, according to you, says that we're 4.5 billion years old is the age of the Earth now, so at 4.5 plus 0.96 means that we really, the whole universe should only be 5.4 billion years old. So, anyone, please look at my question. Please don't, if my calculations are wrong here, I'm not stating these as facts. These numbers are very, very large, but I think it points out that life is not as old as we think. And the real debate here between evolution and creation has nothing to do with science whatsoever. It has everything to do with a God. And your God happens to be time. My God happens to be God. And that's the difference there, because, see, without your time, nothing can exist, and without my God, nothing can exist. So we have two religions. And the only difference between my science and creation, which I think science has absolutely shown how things are made and show how things are formed and all, the problem that they have is they stick to this timetable like it is the creator. And that's exactly what it is to them. That time is created. Long, far away, or a long way to come. So please open up for discussions, man. Give me some comments and all. Thank you for your time.